I really hope these Siberian dogs stop barking so I can make this freaking video. Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to Living Life. Today's video is about 5 things I absolutely love about living in Russia. For those of you that are clicking on my video for the first time, I am an American living in Russia. My husband is Russian and I moved here to learn the language. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I absolutely love about living here is the nature. As you guys can see, look how beautiful it is. It's winter right now. It's January. It's snowing like crazy. It's my first Russian winter here. Usually when I visit with my husband to see family, we come in the summer and the spring, but I'm actually really excited to be here for the winter because it's absolutely beautiful. Like, you cannot beat this, guys. It's stunning. The trees just look so whimsical. It's just out of this world. And as you guys know, I'm from Los Angeles, so I don't see stuff like this often unless I go to the East Coast or travel. So nature is definitely number one. This list won't be in order, but yeah, nature is definitely at the top of my list. The second thing I love is the architecture. I'm going to spend a long time talking about the architecture of Russia because each city is different. So in Moscow, I think I was just blown away on how beautiful it was. And then we also went to St. Petersburg. We traveled to Peterhof, I think that's how you say it. It was just out of this world. The gold, the castles, just the whole beauty, the greenery, the castles, lakes, it just all together. I'm gonna put a video right here below or a picture so that you can see, just in case you guys haven't watched Fedor and I in St. Petersburg vlogs or Moscow vlogs, but I'm gonna put a picture below, and if you're interested in that, click this video to watch what I'm talking about. It's incredible to just see how the queens and kings lived back then. The fact that they invested so much money to revamp everything, I think is absolutely stunning and a great idea. So I love the architecture. And also smaller cities like Novosibirsk. I love the Soviet apartment vibe. It looks so cool. I know a lot of Russians don't like that vibe and like that they're building new apartments, but as an American, just seeing how vintage it looks, I think it looks vintage. I think it's so freaking cool. Sometimes I just like walking around finding buildings with graffiti on it. I don't know if that's the LA in me that I love seeing buildings with graffiti, seeing the old Soviet apartments, because they still have a lot of old Soviet apartments. Most of the apartments are still old Soviet and maybe with just a little renovations. So I just freaking love seeing that. I think it's so cool. And even when I was in St. Petersburg, Moscow, they still had Soviet apartments, but their architecture, I would say, is a little more developed compared to Novosibirsk and other places. But Novosibirsk is not too far behind, honestly. It's coming up there. So I absolutely love that. And I think every time I revisit a new city or go back to Moscow or cities that I've already been, I'm just amazed all over again. The next thing I want to talk about are the Russian people. The people are important on any city that you're going to be moving to, any country. It's important that you like the people. And I think Russian people are just so genuine. I know they get a bad rep in America for being stern or not looking like they're nice, but I really like that Russians don't give you a fake smile. Like when I first came here 5 years ago, not to live but to visit, I was smiling, and my husband was like, I told this story a million times, I know, but for those of you guys that haven't heard it, my husband was like, stop smiling at people. It's weird. Russians don't smile at people unless you're acquainted with them, unless you know them, unless you're on more of a personal level. They won't fake a smile. And when I first got here, it took a little getting used to, but now I love it. When I go out, I don't have to force a smile like I'm happy. Say if I'm sad inside, like I don't have to force it. And I absolutely love that. I feel like it's a little bit of a New York vibe. New Yorkers are the same way. I'm not going to smile at you if I don't know you. And I love that vibe because in LA, it's not like that. Everybody's like smiling and it's nice, but at the end of the day, it gets annoying. So I really like that the people are genuine is what I'm trying to get at, because a lot of people think Russians are mean, rude, stern. Some, okay, but when you meet them, they're so freaking genuine and they're going to tell you the truth, and that's what I love. Most of the girls that I've met that I become friends with, we go out for drinks, they're always telling me the truth about everything. I might not even want the truth, and they'll be like, let me tell you this. And I freaking love that. Same with the guys, my husband's best friends. They are so sweet. You guys saw the video of when I hurt my ankle in St. Petersburg, how it was so severe. They were helping Fedor take care of me. Like, it's just so sweet. And some people don't do that if you're not on like a close level friendship. So I really like that. Like, my in-laws are genuine. Most of the people that I meet here are genuine, and they're so cool. And a lot of people don't know that Russians are hilarious. Like, the Russian friends that I have met, they have a great sense of humor. I don't know if it's, I don't know, sometimes I listen to my husband's jokes and I'm like, wow, like my family would have said that. I just feel like sometimes our cultures are just so similar with humor. It just makes me smile. So I love that I can joke around. I love that they don't take themselves seriously. Of course, everyone is different, but I'm saying from my experience and the people that I have met, they're just great. Of course, there's, you know, staying people in every city, but on the bright side, we're going to talk about the positives today is that they're cool AF. Like, if anybody says, oh, I hate Russian people, like they're jealous or they're lying, because I've only met one or two that were rude, and most of the other people that I met are cool and inviting. Moving on to the next topic is affordability. Our apartment, I think we pay $450 American dollars. It's insane. When I was in LA, I was paying $3,500. When I was in living in Virginia, I was paying $1,000. I can't remember what I was paying in London because I was in student housing, but y'all, it's cheap. It's cheap. I even just found out in some cities in Russia, you can live alone for $200 in a single apartment. Ours is only 400 and some change, 400 American dollars and some change, because it's me and Fedor. We need multiple rooms. We need a living room. But if you're planning on living here by yourself, you are good on American income, because Fedor and I work online and it's just great. And I'm enjoying just living in Russia, maybe living in a few other countries in the future, and just being able to compare prices is just so cool to me, because I think I was living in a box. I think I was just shocked how affordable Russia is, not only with housing, but also with the grocery store, getting groceries. Like, it's so affordable. Like, even if you don't have an American income, even for a Russian income, it's affordable. And a lot of times, when I visited other countries, the prices were so high. I was like, what? Even when I visited Germany recently, a couple of months ago, the prices were pretty high. I was like, how do they expect students to, you know, get this, like be able to afford this without like someone's help? So I love that things are affordable here. And it just creates more of a relaxed environment, which I really, really like. Of course, each city is different. I remember when I was in Moscow, it was a little more similar to New York, if you like that fast-paced vibe. But yeah, I love it. Like Novosibirsk, St. Petersburg, it just feels a little more relaxed. Like, you can just chill and not worry about the next paycheck. I don't know if that makes sense, but of course there's pros and cons in every country and every city, but I just want to give you guys the positives, and then I'll probably maybe make a video on what I don't like about Russia. After affordability is that I'm treated like an equal. And I never thought I would have this, I never thought I would even have to talk about this, because a lot of places that I've traveled to, living in America all my life, most of the time I'm not treated like an equal, meaning that it's been multiple times where Fedya and I have gone on a date and they've treated him better than me and treated me like trash, like didn't even want to take my order. Of course, not everyone is like that, but the people that we have come in contact with, we're going to different cities in America, we're racist. let's just call it as it is. So of course there's racist people everywhere. There's racist people in Russia, but when I say I'm treated like an equal, meaning I never, almost rarely have any racial issues there, and I never thought that would be the case, because I'm coming to a place where there's not really a lot of black people. So that really surprised me, and I'm not the only one that has had this experience. Even my friends that I've talked to that are black and Russian, that are mixed, that are lighter than me, even my African friends that are darker than me, all of them have different experiences. But my experience here is that I'm treated like an equal, like most of the time. I've only had 2 scary incidences that were ignorance, but never felt like anyone was gonna pull a gun on me. No one ever like felt like they were gonna harass me or punch me or like attack me in any kind of way. And there have been times that I felt like that in certain cities in America, and also not even just to call America, because America is a wonderful place, but everybody knows they do have racial issues. Even when I went to Milan, beautiful place, I had racial issues there where I was fearing my life a little bit, like, oh, okay, what's going on, you know? So I've made videos about that if you want to check that out as well, but it just surprised me that I don't really have to look over my shoulder. I'm usually used to looking over my shoulder, and here, most of the times I don't have to, with my husband or without my husband. Oh, I'm gonna move a little closer. I don't know if you can still see me correctly, but that brings me to my next point, where I love how safe it is. All this news that I was looking at before moving to Russia last year, I was like, baby, are you sure it's safe? Are you sure? Because I visited, I've never had any issues, but living is a different thing. So it's absolutely safe. I don't have to worry about seeing someone get shot down in the street. Of course, every country has issues. I'm not saying it's a perfect place here, but what I'm telling you is, as an American living here versus my experience in other countries, it's so safe. I feel so safe. I don't know why I feel that way, or like nothing has really happened to me. Maybe I've just been blessed, but yeah, it's safe. My friend just visited me. You guys just saw that video. Fedor was not with us. We walked the subway by ourselves. Of course, there's some days where something might happen, but that's like every other country. But as a Black American woman living, as a Black woman living here, I'm telling you, if you want to visit, I got you. I'm not going to just tell you what you want to hear. I'm here living the experience, recording, showing you guys. When me and my friend were out, guys may come up to us, ask us for our number, but it's never nothing like too crazy, you know? They just try to talk to us, see where we're from, try to speak a little English, and that's it. Most of the times, it's positive attention from me. I do draw a lot of attention because I am darker, but usually it's not bad. They just want to get to know me, which it gets annoying, but it's okay. Like, I'm going to be friendly. I might be the only Black girl they meet in their lives, so of course I'm going to give them the time in the day. But yeah, that really sums up the 5 things. I don't know if it was 5 or 6, but the things that I love. And guys, just look at this. Like, it looks like a postcard. I think I'm gonna take some pictures after this while the sun sets. But those are the 5 things. I hope it helps you out if you are planning to move to Russia anytime soon. And just in case you guys haven't watched our recent live video, we do plan on staying here another year, whether it's in Novosibirsk, Moscow, St. Petersburg, we don't know. We just know we want to stay in Russia for now, because we're having the time of our lives. So if you guys want to move here, put in the comments down below any of your questions that you have, or anything that I might have left out. Of course, I have so many other things that I love about this country, and I also have so many other things that I don't like about this country. So, not about this country, but about living here. So you might see a video on that as well. But overall, I just wanted to make this video to give you guys an update of how I'm surviving the Russian winter. I'm getting a little cold right now, even though the sun is out. Most of the times, the super coldest days, the super cold days have the sun out, which is nice. But let me go inside before I get a cold, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Put in the comments down below what country you are living in, what you like about that country, and where you would recommend me and Fedor should go live for a couple of weeks, because we want to travel a lot this year in 2022. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Пока-пока.